Yes, sir. Are you talking to me?
God damn it!
Are you talking to me?
What's up, fool? What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's up, everybody? It's the Mandy Cop
God
What's up, fool?
Paco. I'm posted up in the cut, in the cut like a bandage.
Paco, hey, shout out to Paco.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's the Mandy Cop Paco, posted up in the cut like a bandage.
What up, everyone? It's me, Rachel, and I came here to party, and by party, I mean eat.
Yes. Why don't we go ahead and start off the show like we normally do, proper, like real proper, like. Hold on, let me find the little segment thing. Right about hold on, give me 2 more seconds, Rachel.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Go ahead, Rachel. Why don't you tell us what the weather's like where you're at?
Oh, wow. It is here in this beautiful Peoria, Arizona, or I'm sorry, Glendale, Arizona. It is 63 degrees, cloudy, windy. So not too bad. It's cloudy, windy.
Mm-hmm.
It feels colder than 63.
Yeah.
It was a warm day today. It's supposedly gonna rain tomorrow, so that's what type of day we're having.
Right. Introduce yourself, Mr. Popcorn.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for starting.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rachel were like, we'll just start. You know, because we're gonna do a little bit before the album review, Gene. Mr. Popcorn, I hope you don't get offended. I think you're offended, but it's all right. Go ahead.
I am
go ahead.
offended. Deeply.
You're only 3 minutes late.
It's late. Yeah, it's fine. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Paco. Hello, people. Yes, it is. It's Thursday, the 1st of February here. It is 4:00 in the afternoon. It's nice. It's hot, but it's not overly humid. There's a breeze. I'm actually comfortable today. I'm not going to take any clothes off. Back to you.
Oh, wow. Thank the Lord. Thank you. You know, over here at lovely Peoria, Arizona, it is 63 degrees. I mean, there's a little bit of clouds in the sky. That might be attributed to the chemtrails, but whatever. It's nice. It's nice. You know, you can go with or without a jacket again. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the last episode we recorded. I forgot when that was. But yeah, this is episode 71, folks, and we're going to get into it real heavy. Me and Rachel have a new food review, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. And then me and Gene got an album review that we're going to discuss. But that's after the food review. Gene, I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, of course. I'm joking around. All good.
Gene's on CPT. That's why he showed up at what? 3 minutes late? 3? No, I'm just
3.
kidding.
Hey, Gene, can you guess what kind of food we tried? It's our favorite food to try on the show.
Oh, favorite food?
Something we always eat.
Yeah, but like, you know, I don't really remember the names because it's not burritos, it's pizza. It's one of these foods which look great, but I've never heard of. So
It's probably
pass.
It's called fried chicken, Gene. Do they have that there?
Oh, chicken. Fried chicken. Yeah, we've got fried chicken, but nothing great, you know.
right.
We have KFC, of course.
You know we love
have
fried
lots
chicken.
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'll shout out the Korean fried chicken, the karaage. We get that down here a lot. There's a lot of Asians here. I've talked about that before. Korean fried chicken's the bomb. Yeah.
Great. You know what? This food review comes to us from one of our friends of the podcast. That's, you know, he usually comes on the podcast. His name is Tim. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know if he's your friend. He was
There's a place called there's a place called Dave's Hot Chicken. It's located, I think, on 7th Street and Bell Road. And basically they got like chicken tenders. You know what I'm saying? And basically, all right, you can order from like no heat all the way up to like really hot or whatever. You know, I wanted to go middle of the road. I wanted to try mild. I think Rachel said no, I wanted to try medium, and then Rachel wanted to try mild. There was absolutely no heat whatsoever, but you know but that's just probably because I picked medium, you know. But
yeah, but medium you would think would have like a little bit of a something.
Right. What was it that you text messaged me not too long ago?
I said, were you pranking me? I really thought you were pranking me because you went and got food and then you came and you dropped it off and then you're like talking about it. And then I tasted it and I was like, this fool is pranking me right now. Oh my God. I thought you were playing a trick on me for real. I really thought that because the second I took a bite, first I saw the sandwich and it had coleslaw on it with kale.
Yeah.
And I was like, this motherfucker. I look at the kale. I'm like, there ain't no way
Oh my
that
God.
him, his most ethnic friend he has, took him to a chicken sandwich spot that has kale. So I said, this fool is playing jokes on me. I take a bite. Why the hell were my lips coated with sugar?
You know, I think it has to do with the seasoning. You know, it was pretty sweet. I'm like, what? This is pretty sweet for, chicken. What are we doing here? Is this like candy chicken? You know, I didn't order that, but then they have the audacity to put kale in the chicken sandwich.
Kale. So let me tell you, Gene, you're like, oh, okay, it won't be that bad for you. But the bottom bun was drenched all the way through with grease. So the kale was on the top bun. Then you got the chicken who's coated in sugar. And then the bottom bun was grease.
Right. You know, I was quite offended too. I'm a man of culture, so I like Church's chicken. It's one of my favorites. But our Gus is world famous chicken. Shout out to Gus. That's some real chicken right there. But this, I mean, come on. What are we doing? Eating candy with our chicken? Candy coating our chicken? Come on, man.
So we have grease coated, grease, it's just sloppy with grease, lousy with grease. It's covered in sugar, and it has Drake as an investor. Is this what you're telling me?
Right. Yeah. I didn't know about the Drake part. If I would have known that, I still would have eaten there because I'm not racist against food. But, it just wasn't for me. I didn't care for it. I think the best part was the French fries and the pickles, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The pickles were super good.
Right.
The French fries were really good. But you know what I felt really the most, besides the kale and the grease bun, right, I was the most disrespected by the fact that the chicken was so colorful. Like, when you see chicken that's colorful, you're like, damn, that shit's about to hit. Like, that's teasing.
Right.
And then you take a bite and it not.
And, when you pick it up, all the seasoning gets on your fingers, too. It's like, this is a lot of seasoning. But it was the sugar. That's why it was real sticky, too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a glaze. It was like a powder, like something that you shake onto the chicken. I was quite offended. But, Tim over here swears up and down by it. He's like, it's one of the best spots you'll ever eat in your life. You have to eat it before you die. I said, all right. Well, when you put that much passion into something, and especially when it's food, my ears perk up and I listen. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't even care to break it down too much. Rachel, what do you think? We could just rate it. What would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 5? As far as chicken places, Rachel, what do you give it?
I'm gonna go with a 2.
A 2? Oh,
I'm not gonna go 1 like absolute trash barrel, but I'm gonna go 2 because I won't seek it out. I don't really need to eat it again. If somebody buys it for me, I might try it again, but I may not even want to. I might just reject it. I don't know.
Right. All right. As for me, I think I agree with the 2 because I ate everything still. I still ate everything, I'm not going to waste food. But, until I wasted some of the food, that's very, very rare. And it would be a 1. But since I ate everything, I'll give it a 2. And I think this might lose a lot of credibility for Tim as far as telling me. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you eat the slice of bread that came with the chicken strip?
Yeah, it's like a regular slice of bread. It's like Wonder Bread. It was nothing special. I was actually taken aback. I took a bite. I was like, oh, this is probably like garlic bread or something nice and toasty. No, it was just a slice of bread out the package. It was not good. It was
not even Wonder Bread. It was like fries bread that came out the fucking grocery store. They ran out of bread, went to fries real quick.
That was probably the most offensive part. I'm like, oh, a piece of bread. Because you go to like Cane's or something, their bread's on point, right?
Yeah,
but then,
well buttered.
Right. And then this, it's like there's nothing. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Use my imagination? Come on, I'm trying to eat some food here. You know what I'm saying? I need some flavor. I need
They
some
used the bread to
pizzazz.
soak up the grease that was dripping off the chicken strip.
Right. There was parts of the bread that was red because of the grease and the seasoning and the sugar. I don't know. Dave is not it for me. I give it a thumbs down. Don't go there. 7th Street and Bell Road, Phoenix, Arizona. I think that's more like Paradise Valley, but whatever. You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
say no from me.
What?
No from me.
Right. Okay. So Dave's no go. Dave's
No
is
go.
a no go.
Hey, Paco.
Yeah. What's up?
I tried another food place today that I have never tried.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead. Let's get into it.
Okay, you know how I get nervous about Chinese food since that one time.
Oh, since China Place off 67th Avenue, Peoria. Don't go there.
Even say China Place.
Don't go there.
Got a little close. So I was with one of my cousins who isn't as ethnic as ourselves.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Oh, have you ever tried that Rainbow China Grill?" And I'm like, "No." And I've never heard anybody talk about it.
Rainbow China Grill. Where's this located at?
It's off of 67th Avenue and Cactus.
Okay.
And it's been there a long ass time. I mean,
all right. Can I just
been there since forever.
Let me just say something real quick. I think it's safe to say any Chinese place off of 67th Avenue is a no-go for me. Go ahead.
Okay, well, that's normally what I would do. And I was hating on it hardcore, But the fat person in me got the best of me. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
All right.
Because, when you're a fat person, you're like, I'm not going to invest my money in something that I'm not going to eat. Fine. But then when somebody else offers to pay for it, you're like,
I'm in.
Yeah, I'll try it. Let me get some fried rice. All right. And I was ready to fucking full on hate on it. Like, I was just like, damn, let me just chug a bunch of water. I'm ready. The fried rice had broccoli in it. I was surprised.
Wow.
It was so bomb.
I like broccoli.
Yeah, I like broccoli too. And it was like so good in the fried rice. The fried rice was so good. So I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to venture off to more things on that menu because the fried rice was bomb. I'm going to give that place probably a 3.5.
All right. That's not bad and that's not good. That's about middle of the road as far as China food. Yeah. Okay. You know what? So then it's a go for you, huh?
It's a go for me.
Rainbow Palace?
And I wouldn't even try a new place like that. I wouldn't even try a place like that because I got scared, nervous. My intestines got destructed during China Place. And no, I thought it was Rainbow China.
All right, cool.
Cactus. It was so good.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for that, Rachel. You know what? We're gonna keep the show pushing. Thank you for the food recommendation, but you know what? We got to keep it pushing here because Gene is very angry today. We got to what's whack. Let's get into Paco's Power Hour original. What's whack. Gene, do you got to what's whack? I know you do. You're coming fresh off the boat. Your back is wet. You're fresh off the boat.
Jesus. Time's whack.
Time.
Nothing to do with being late or anything like that. Time itself is whack. There's never enough hours in the day.
Right.
My memory's gone to absolute crap after the pandemic. I just don't understand or conceive of time anymore. It's just this big, annoying thing in your life that you can't do anything about.
Do you surmise that time is going faster? It seems as if, though, time is actually speeding up.
I don't know. People have said this for my whole life, but I've only ever given it credence over the past few years because it feels like it's sped up. But then if you talk about 2019 or 2018, it seems like 20 years ago. I don't know if time is physically speeding up or the world is just changing at such a dramatic pace, like for real at the moment, that time is speeding up because society is speeding up, progress is speeding up. I don't know, that's just a theory.
Yeah, but also if you take a look at some tasks that you can do today, that a task that you used to do back in the day would take like 5 minutes, now it takes like 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? There's things you can look at like that, and I do think time is speeding up. It's not something that you can ignore or even avoid. I think we all feel it in our gut, but we're afraid to say something about it. Rachel, is this relatable to you?
It is relatable, kind of, because it seems like let's say for instance, Valentine's Day. Oh, Valentine's Day is coming. It feels like we're like on a rapid like pace towards that. But like in the regular day to day, things seem to go slow. Like today, I woke up at 10:30, and like now it's 11 o'clock in the evening. Like it just seemed like it took so long to get through the days, but the days seem, in retrospect, to be going faster. Like in the moment, it doesn't seem fast, but when you're looking back, it seems like it's gone by.
Yeah, so that is relatable to me. I think time is going faster because, you know, you can do something and while you're doing it, you're not paying attention and you look at your clock and then it's like, oh my God, it's already been an hour. Like, I do think that it is speeding up. And then a lot of people will credit that to, well, you know, maybe 30 minutes is longer when you're 5 years old compared to when you're like 40 years old, you know. But I mean, I understand that idea, but I think overall it's just going faster, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have less of it.
Right. And yeah, so that was a good, you know, it's whack, very deep, Gene. I didn't know you can get so deep.
I go deeper.
It was very deep, and I am shocked that you did that. I mean, this is right up my alley. The things you're talking about right here. Don't get me started, man. Always going back to social engineering and stuff. All right. So Rachel, do you have a you know what's whack?
Yeah, mine isn't deep or anything. This might hurt you to your core a little bit. But you know what's whack lately? I don't know if there's even this over in Australia, but Walgreens has turned absolutely whack. Walgreens is like a pharmacy. Paco actually used to work at a Walgreens.
All right, Rachel, we don't need to get into that.
Yeah. Well, Walgreens is whack. When I go to Walgreens, they're always out of the stuff I need. And then I had a like surgery or whatever, so my doctors keep calling in different prescriptions. When I go to get my prescriptions, they are out of stock or unavailable. I've been waiting for one of my prescriptions to come in for more than a week.
Wow.
And they've been out of stock. And then they're only open Monday through Friday now.
Wow.
Till 7.
Wow, that is whack. Is this relatable to you, Mr. Popcorn? Walgreens is a whack?
Don't have it. Never heard of it.
Okay. Not relatable. All right. Well, you know what? This is relatable to me. Walgreens, in fact, is so whack that I haven't stepped foot in one in years. You know, as Rachel let the cat out of the bag, I used to work at one, and I just don't want anything to do with it at this point in my life. But yeah, it's relatable. Walgreens is whack. And you know what? I think the last time I went into a Walgreens, everything was so overpriced. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not with it. Walgreens, you can die already. Nobody needs you. Yeah, dude. So that is relatable to me. I got you know what's whack too. You know it's whack when you go to a chicken place and it's basically candy chicken. It's basically coated with sugar. You know what I'm saying? That's whack. Is this relatable to you, Gene?
Yeah, don't put sugar on chicken. Salt, grease, herbs, spice, done.
Right.
Even the white is saying that you don't put sugar on the chicken.
Right. Rachel. Yes, we don't need to get all racial. Racial, we don't need to get racial. Anyways. Is this relatable to you, Rachel?
Absolutely is.
All right.
With sugared chicken.
You know, I feel ill prepared for this podcast. I feel like this one's going very fast and then we said nothing the entire time. Get into a recommendation, Rachel.
Recommendation. Let me think. Can you refer? Actually, I like to recommend that store Aldi. Have you ever been there?
Yes, I don't. Okay, go ahead.
I like that store Aldi because it's small. So, like, you only are getting basically the shit that you came there for. You're not fucking around. You're not getting all this other shit. There's not, like, Snickers that you might throw in your cart. Like, if you're there for, like, milk and eggs, you're just getting milk and eggs. Like, I like that because it saves me money, but it also is, like, time efficient.
Yeah. Okay. Is this relatable to you, Gene?
Yeah, absolutely. We have Aldi's down here, German company. And as you know, I come from New Zealand. I was born in Australia, grew up in New Zealand, came back to Australia and came to an Aldi. And I was walking through and you've got biscuits, you've got washing powder, and then you've got a pair of golf clubs. and I was going, what the fuck is going on in here? Yeah, because it's just all this random stuff as well as produce and groceries. At first I was like, no, this is whack. But then I started going in more, and you find really good stuff. Yeah. You can't get all of your groceries there, but you can find some really good stuff for really cheap. I'm glad it exists. You know, Aldi is pretty cool.
This is not relatable to me. I hate Aldi's. I went into one time and never again. You got to pay 25. You got to deposit 25 cents just to use a grocery cart. You know what I'm saying? A shopping cart.
$2 here.
$2. It's a quarter here.
For a cart.
You know what I'm saying? To rent a cart, but you get the quarter back. But still, I wasn't prepared. I had to go back to my car. Look, I had to move a lot of things around just to find a quarter. You know, I don't like it.
It pisses me off. That does piss me off because I don't carry cash.
Right? Who does? What bozo does? And then you got to pay for the bags. So retarded.
Yeah, you've got to pay for the bags. You've also they don't pack your bags here.
Right.
You've got to carry it to an extra part and pack it yourself. And this is while other people are waiting to be served as well. So that bit's whack. That bit's definitely whack.
Gene, do they have self-checkout at your Aldi? Because they have self-checkout here, and there's like never anybody in line or anything like that. I just go straight.
No.
Putting it.
They don't. Yeah.
There's never anybody in line because it's a whack store. You got to be really self-sufficient, and I don't like that. I don't like it.
They sell Coca-Cola.
You know what? I don't care. Anyways, Gene, do you got a recommendation for everybody out there?
For everybody out there, I did have one just before, and I'm going to say yes, I do. Sorry, I've remembered what I was going to say. The app Duolingo. Yeah, learn another language. Yeah, and Duolingo. I'm learning Spanish at the moment, and Duolingo is very easy to use. They make it like a game. Basically, they gamify it. I use it while I'm taking a shit, and it covers my lessons for the day. The morning visit to the bathroom, and there's your lessons done for the day. And learning language is a good thing. If you're watching a TV show, you're listening to some music, you meet people from another place. It is a very cool thing just to get a bit of a different perception of what's going on and how to look at the world through a different language. And Duolingo is a great way to do that. Back to you.
Rachel, is this relevant to you?
Again, yes and no. Yes, because I feel like everyone should try to learn another language. I've heard of that app, and I hear a lot of people really like it.
Yeah,
I considered downloading it.
It's free.
I think it sounds cool, but I don't have it, and I haven't used it, so that's why it's not relatable to me. But I am considering it.
Yeah, this is not relatable to me. See this right here? See this? You know what I'm saying? Speak American over here. Anyways, I think I got a recommendation. I recommend you don't take advice from Tim when it comes to eating food. He just doesn't got good taste.
Why would you?
Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Rachel. Is this relevant to you though?
To me?
Yeah. Is my recommendation relevant to not take advice from Tim?
Yes, that is very relevant. And also don't take clothing advice from him either.
Oh my God.
Every time he always has to be wearing like a child-sized top when he is not a child-sized top.
Oh, hold on, you guys.
He does, doesn't he? He wears tank tops and shit.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, put some clothes on, Tim. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
What's up, Gustolini? Folks, we got Gustolini on the line. What it do? What are you?
What's up, people? What's up?
Hey, what's your thoughts?
Who's the man with the long neck?
Fuck. What's your thoughts on Dave hot chicken? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Not nothing against Tim or anything, but
yeah, go ahead.
He said it was fire, bro. I was severely it's in like Albertson's chicken, bro.
Albertson's got better chicken. Come on, don't disrespect Albertson's.
I was just like, maybe I didn't have the slider or the mac and cheese like I was promised, but yeah.
Oh wow! You know what? He actually ordered for you, so yeah.
Goose, when did you have this Dave's chicken?
Today.
Okay,
yeah,
so you were disappointed just like us.
Yep, I dropped it off to him, and then I dropped it off to you, Rachel.
So, were your fingers and your lips coated in sugar?
The what now?
So were your fingers, your lips coated in sugar after eating that chicken?
No, it was the hype wasn't there though. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. The hype don't belong with that chicken. It just there was no sugar. There was no sugar. You know what I'm saying? I was like, there's a lot of sugar. I don't know. It was like it was horrible. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
for the price, I don't know. Like, I don't want to know I don't want to know what the price was. No, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't pay that for that kind of chicken, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Oh my
I'd rather
God.
go to church. Churches is my to go for chicken.
Churches for life, right?
I gotta put my phone because my daughter's coming in the door and my dogs are gonna bark.
Oh, wonderful. Anyways, yeah. So Dave's Hot Chicken is a no-go from us at Paco's Power Hour. You know, I think Tim tried. And here, I want to just say, I talked to Tim like a half hour before we started recording. He said, yeah, I'll get on. Just give me a call. I called him, no answer. You know, I think he was afraid that he would have to answer to his whack recommendation. But yeah, dude.
Also,
What?
Oh no, I just
Tim and I have beef.
Oh yeah, Rachel and Timmylotes.
The only good thing about that whole chicken box was the pickles.
Oh yeah, the pickles are good.
And I'm not even a pickle guy.
Church's chicken for life. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
It looks good. It looks really good. How's the mesh and gravy?
It's all right, but you know what? I go for those jalapeno poppers. I go for the chicken tenders.
Yeah.
They got spicy and regular. It's really good, man. The okra's even pretty good.
It does look good. It does look. Oh, I like okra. Yeah.
It's fire, bitch. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give me a Church's tattoo right here on my neck.
No, you're
I love churches, right?
One of my necks. I'm gonna get a tattoo on it.
One of your chins.
Yeah.
Under your chin. You better get it on one of your chins.
All right, one of my chins. Oh my God. Do you gotta what's whack, good Salini? We just went through these.
Not at the moment. Are you guys done with your show? Oh shit.
No, we just started kind of.
Give me a second. Oh, you know what's whack? When you hype up something that doesn't live up to the hype, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna hype something up, I better live up to the hype, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, that's in reference to the chicken. Do you guys think you could carry the show for about 5 minutes? I gotta go do something in the restroom real quick. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
You know what? That chicken is not agreeing with me either. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Mr. Popcorn, this came out of nowhere, dude. I need you to host the show. Mr. Popcorn's the host, and you will respect him and address him as such. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you that I did not eat the whole thing that Paco brought me because I just did not like the flavor of that chicken. So it's not hitting me like it's hitting Paco because I just didn't eat the whole thing.
All right,
Paco
since we're on chicken, the whole world knows KFC. The whole world has Kentucky. It's not called Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. It's KFC. Yeah. Down under, once upon a time, when it was called KFC, it was the bomb. It was fire. Yeah. And then it became Kentucky. Then it became KFC, and then it slowly got worse over the years. Yeah. You guys created it. Did it start off really good and then go to shit, or is it still pretty good over there?
I think that your standard for fried chicken when you're younger is not as much as it is as you get older. And that's probably why it was good to you back in the day. And it's not good now. I think the same, but like you had better now.
Yeah, that could be the case. That could be the case. Yeah. We get country fried chicken down here, which is really greasy, but it's really good. Like if you have a nice thigh, yeah, it's fantastic. Definitely. What else? Rachel?
Goose.
Hold on, I'm backing up. My bad. I'm driving.
That's okay. We've had people driving here before. Yeah. So what else? Is chicken the best? Is chicken the best takeaway food, Rachel?
Like I wish our churches was international, but then I don't think it'd be as good though. I was like, because KFC was international. Once KFC went international, the recipe changed a whole lot.
Okay, where does it originate from? Churches.
It's
Ghetto.
I don't know, but
The hood. It's not hood. It is not located there.
it's not right. I think Rachel got the point on that one.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Fair,
Let me
fair.
see. Where did Church's Chicken come from?
I mean, why is it called Churches?
You're not being a good host.
Say
It
again.
tastes like you just went to church. That's right.
Okay.
Church's Chicken originated from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Cool. And so, like, how much would you spend on a meal?
Okay. Flint.
Sorry?
Did you hear me? They
No.
have chicken in New Zealand. It says it right here.
They have Church's Chicken in New
Really? I
Zealand.
didn't know.
Yeah, they have Church's Chicken in New Zealand, Egypt, Belarus, New Zealand, Iraq, Indonesia.
They have it in New Zealand, but not Australia. That sucks.
Yeah.
No, not in Australia. It doesn't say Australia on here.
I'm not going
You know
to
what?
New Zealand for chicken.
No. Wait.
What's up,
You
Paco?
talking about Dave's Hot Chicken, Gene?
Churches.
No.
No, I just
Churches is
riffed on
fire.
Churches. I just riffed on
Churches is
Churches
fire,
to see if it's here.
You should try it. Could we go back to my recommendation? I got a better one.
Yes, please.
I recommend you go to phoenixaurelius.com. He got spagyrics, right? Spagyric tinctures. Spagyrics is like alchemy, with plants and things, herbs and plants and vegetables and fruit. It's very good, very potent tinctures he has, and he has something for everything. It's very very good website. I recommend phoenixaurelius.com.
What is it?
Spagyric tinctures, which is like where he uses the alchemical process to make tinctures from plants and all that. He also uses astrology to know when to harvest the herbs and the fruits and everything, like at the right time to get the most potent tincture possible.
What kind of tincture are you taking right now?
Right now this was from a while ago. I had bought a cranberry tincture, and that really helps with diabetes. It helps with diarrhea, gut problems, things like that. That's what it's for. It really does help, and I recommend that.
Nice.
Yeah, anybody is that relevant to anybody?
Yes, that's very relevant. I also take tinctures. I started using it ever since Paco's recommendation. I take it so I can sleep better.
Right. And how does it make
I
you
have
sleep?
a hard time sleeping. That's because you got a baby.
Right. You put you right to sleep, huh? And it's all natural, only herbs, no chemicals at all.
That's cool. I would take something like that. I too, Goose. I'm an insomniac. I don't have a baby. It's just bad habits over years accumulating into a bad sleeping pattern. So I want to buy some tinctures soon. From my I'd definitely be interested in anything like that. And good move taking it yourself there, Paco. Definitely.
Right. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. I recommend you look into that. We'll address the chat real quick. Eastside says, "What's up, Paco?"
Eastside.
Shout out to Eastside. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, Gustolini? You doing work?
Yeah, I'm trying to back up at 27th and Bell.
Ah, nice. I love that dock. It's one of the harder docks in the city.
I got it, though.
Okay, I'm sure you do. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, but we can keep the show pushing after we do, what's whack and all that. Does anybody got a beef? Something like that? No beef.
I got a beef with Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's hear all about it. Go ahead. Talk about it. Speak on your beef. Speak on your beef.
Appreciate that.
Oh, here's the passion. Yeah.
I'm Tim, bro. I love Tim. Hell. I was in there. I wouldn't pay that for that price what they charge. I think it was $12 for 3 pieces.
It was $15. Yeah.
Oh, I take canes. So I would take canes over that.
Yeah.
Especially because canes bread. Canes got that Texas.
Canes is 759,000 times better than Dave's Hot Chicken. Let's address the chat real quick. Eastside said, "Do you guys think crystals hold good or bad energy?" I think crystals are like a battery. You know, you can charge them with whatever type of energy you want. You know, the intent is everything.
Precisely.
You know,
Precisely.
and
It depends on the crystal, because there's so many crystals and so many vibes that you can get from that crystal. So, like, if you're getting like a crystal that's for good energy, you're going to have good energy in it. And then there's crystals that you use to like repel bad energy, and then you have crystals that are used to like ground bad energy. So it just depends on what kind of crystal you get and what you're using, like what's your intention behind it.
Right. Intent, like we just said, intention is everything. And, you know, crystals are probably the oldest life form on Earth. You know, they can, and you put them in the sun or the moon to recharge and things like that. It's very fascinating. A lot of people don't give any credit to crystals and energy and vibrations like this, but it's very true. You know, if you do look into it to any degree, you can understand what we're talking about here. Otherwise, you're probably just throwing out the baby with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's hocus pocus. No, man. There's something to it.
He said if he's looking for a good place to like look for crystals that have the description and like kind of what the crystals do. There's a little crystal downtown Glendale, and they describe all that.
Right.
And the crystals are not expensive.
Yeah.
What? Oh shit.
But, all right. Anyways.
You just posted right now?
Yeah. Anyways, basically, I was gonna say another good place to buy crystals is, you know, in Tucson they have a crystal show, like a rock show, every year, and it's very fascinating. The energy is beautiful when you go there. It's they have all kinds of rocks and crystals and things like that where you can just go around and shop and look, and you know you can have people explain what certain crystals are. It's amazing. You know, I recommend that too. You know what I'm saying? Anybody care? No.
You know where I don't recommend is to get them, like if you go to Sedona, some of their shops are just like overhyped. So something that you would pay like $2 for, you're paying like $12 for.
Right.
So just like if you really have that intent of getting crystals, knowing what you're looking for.
And you know, for the most part, everybody at the rock show or crystal show or whatever it is in Tucson every year, they have good positive energy. You know, they got a set price, but then if you talk to them, you know, they might lower it a little bit if they feel you. You know, it's nice. It's very good. I mean, energy is something that is not really talked about a lot. Like I could feel people's energy and things like that. You know. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's look at another chat from Eastside. He said, "It all sounds evil to me. At the end of the day, just my opinion." I mean, evil as far as what? Were you conditioned to think things like that are evil? Like, I mean, I was told that looking at the sky clock and you know the you know, what is it called? The signs and the zodiac are evil. But you know, that's what God gave us. You know, it just goes with religion. The way we were raised to think that stuff like that's evil when it's all just natural. You know, so I'm taking
like rock. I don't think.
Right. At the end of the day, it just goes to intention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking into astrology more. It's very fascinating, the energies that the planets and you know, the signs give off when we're in certain times. It's very telling, you know, because when you talk about the sun and the cyclical nature of the sun, like you go to the winter solstice, that's when the sun's at its lowest point. That's also when human spirituality is at its lowest point. After that, it starts to go on to the ascend up until the vernal equinox. Then that's equal balance, perfect day and night. After that, it's on the ascent still to the summer solstice when it's at its highest point, along with human spirituality. Then it goes on the descent until the autumnal equinox. Then it goes back to the winter solstice. It's like that every year. You know?
Well, even the moon phases, why do you think people act so crazy during a full moon? If you believe that people are crazy during a full moon, then you're already like knowing like astrology and stuff like that. It's just right behind that.
Right, and there is something to that, you know. The full moon does give off a lot of energy, and
it controls the tides on the planet and also plays a part in female menstruation, if I may say, Rachel. So it does. Yeah, there is something to it, definitely.
Right, these are things we shouldn't ignore, and it's all natural things that you know were here before us, you know, and will be here after us. I don't.
Gene, why did you say Rachel?
Because he hates you, Rachel.
because you're the female on the show, and I was just, being respectful.
Wow.
About a female subject. That's all.
Yeah, Gene. Here at Paco's Power, we don't support feminism. Anyways, I'm just kidding.
What's your sign?
What's my sign?
Yeah, what is your sign? Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You know,
Fire. Yeah.
Born in August.
Oh, El Leon. Ah, there you go.
Oh, geez, Louise. Isn't that some foreshadowing? What about you, Rachel? What's your sign? You're a Pisces.
No, I'm the same sign as Beyonce and Michael Jackson. That's a Virgo. Thank you.
Oh, I thought it was a Gemini because you're such a two-face.
Thank you. Fuck you. I'm not. I'm the realist.
All right, Gene.
I'm a goat. Capricorn. I'm the goat.
Oh.
Enough said.
Okay. Jose, do you care to let us know what your sign is, or do you even not? I bet you he doesn't even know. Bet you he doesn't even.
Yeah, I do. I'm a Scorpio, you dick.
Oh, he's a scorpion.
Speak like a scorpion. The sting.
I mean, it's much more to it than just that, It's just your.
Of course.
But we're not going to get into it today. Maybe we could prepare a show where we talk about the zodiac and the sky clock and things.
I could do that. Yeah, I could do that.
I love to look into things like that, But just right now, I didn't expect to. So, I got to do a little more research also. All right. Anyways, we're going to keep it pushing. What else do you guys want to do? Should we just get into the album review? I know nobody else heard the album but me and Gene. Let me see here. Nobody else? Okay, we'll just get into the album review. If you guys want to hang around, Gussolini and Rachel, you can, but we're going to talk about this album, even though you guys haven't heard it.
What album is it?
Huh?
What album is it?
It's the new Crimeapple.
Oh. I'll hang on. I'll stay on. I'll mute myself too.
I'll hear what you have to say, but I don't know what that is.
All right. I guess we can get through it. I've heard it like twice right now before the show. And okay, let's go ahead and get it started here. Hold on. Album review. El Leon by Crimeapple. You want to hold on. Let me pull up the artwork real quick.
Yes. Okay.
Because here at Paco's Power Hour, every time we do a review of an album, we talk about the artwork. Gene, give us your thoughts on the artwork.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So you got a few things going on there in the text. You can see the sky and the sea, and then there's the lion underneath. Yeah, Crimeapple was comparing himself to a lion in this album. Yeah, that expands from the sky to the sea, I guess he's saying with this cover. It's an interesting cover. It does look like an old movie cover or something, some sort of picture you'd see on a 70s film or something like that. That's all I can take artistically from it. But yeah, Crimeapple is El Leon, and there's a lion. It's pretty straightforward. Paco, what do you reckon?
I love this album cover. As you say, it represents above and below. They got the sky and the sea. And, if you just glance at this album, you wouldn't even see the lion, And that is, it's kind of creeped me out when I did look closer and notice the lion. It's like, oh my God, it's little. He's very well. It's almost like he's hidden in plain view,
Yeah.
It's a scary thought. Oh yeah, and I'm sure he's not talking much. He's very quiet. He's on the prowl. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Whose dirty ass room is in the background?
I don't know.
Okay.
Gee, all right, Rachel. All right, I'm gonna hang up on Rachel. I'll see you later, Rachel. What are we doing here, huh?
Shots.
Yeah. Okay. Rachel's gone. Anyways, yeah. Okay. So we'll go ahead and break it down with the correct after we talked about the album.
Yeah. Can I just do just a little brief intro of who he is?
Oh yeah. Let's give us a little backstory of Crimeapple.
I just brought up a couple of things. Okay, this is just straight from what the hell am I looking at? Everypedia.org. So Crimeapple is a New Jersey rapper. He is of Colombian descent, who first garnered attention in 2017 with his fourth EP, Sweet Dreams, which I have not heard. They dropped a couple of years ago on Halloween, along with his Big Ghost Limited produced debut album, Aguardiente. Have you heard that, Paco?
Beautiful album. I love that album, front to back. I play that. It's a masterpiece. That's what made me fall in love with Crimeapple's rhymes.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
And then he did a sophomore album, Wet Dirt, which is where I first heard him with DJ Skiz, which is another fantastic album. Crimeapple was named for a juice blend he used to make. He is comparable to East Coast acts like LP and Arm & Hammer. That's Billy Woods, by the way, there Paco Tams rambled about. Like those outfits, he raps all over the beat and showcases a diversity both in style and vocal delivery, which is a nice little summary of who he is and what he's about, I think.
Right.
Yeah. I discovered him through Aguardiente, through Wet Skiz, and also what really made me pay attention when I thought I need to follow this guy was on the Vinny Paz album. That is Burn Everything That Bears Your Name, released in 2021. The track is Tell Gold to Hold the Boneyard. And his rapping on that is absolutely fantastic. I had to pay attention to this guy from there on in. And he also released a really good album with DJ Monks. Point being, this guy makes a lot of music.
He does.
Puts out a lot of music. He's even said himself he's putting out too much. He wants to refine his output from here on in. Yeah. And I think and he's made a very definitive album with El Leon, but we'll get into that. Back to you, Paco.
All right. Crimeapple is he's always been a dope lyricist to me. But along with a lot of dope lyricists, I think sometimes they drop the ball in certain areas. But if he's working with a producer like Big Ghost, I mean, come on. It's a masterpiece, all right. Anyways, let's talk about El Leon. Criteria 1, the beats. What do you give the beats, Gene?
The beats is by Preservation. This whole album is produced by Preservation. He's a really good producer. Check him out, people. Some of the beats are top tier. And then the rest are just below top tier. So they're not all superb, but they're pretty damn close. And it's not a huge album. It's 11 tracks, 1 intro track, so 10 tracks, 20-ish minutes. But it's consistent. It's a solid album. It's well defined. So I'm going to give it. Oh, the beats are good. I'm going to give it a 4, a strong 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep count because I can't. As for me, I agree with Gene 100% as far as like some of these beats are beautiful. They really hit, and it's simple but complex. And but when I first turned this album on, the first beat, I was like, oh my God, dear Lord, what are we doing? Crimeapple, you could do better than this. You know what I'm saying? The first, and not only the first, but the second beat, I was like, oh no, I don't think this is it, man. I think he's falling off. But then it got to the third track, I'm like, okay, it's starting to build up. You know what I'm saying? And then it got to, it started to build up. And then I think the fifth track, which is my favorite beat, really hit. I don't know. And then I was all in. I had to listen to the album because, Gene recommended it. We got to do an album review, and I agreed. And it just kind of started at the bottom and started slowly going up for me, as I'm listening to the album. So I give the beat the 3 because I was very disappointed at the beginning, but then it really redeemed itself, but I still don't forget about how I felt when I first put the album on. So that's why I'm giving it a 3. It's not going higher than that. Yeah. Okay, let's get into criteria 2, lyrics. Gene.
All right, I love this guy as a lyricist. This guy, he flows beautifully. I love his bilingual approach, Spanish to English. He's put out whole albums in Spanish. I really dig that. Like the line there, just chilling but keeping an eye on you. Crimeapple is a very chill guy, but he can bring it when needs be. You can tell this guy is from the streets.
Right.
And he's built himself up into a lap of luxury, but he's also he's confident, but I wouldn't say he's braggadocio though. It's kind of he is, but he's not loud about it. That's a better way to put it. He's smooth about it. He's assured about it. You know what I mean? Which is what I really dig about him.
Right.
And yeah, no, lyricism, he can rap about anything. He can rap over any beat. I'm giving it a 5 for
Okay.
lyricism. Yeah, absolutely. Back to you.
When it comes to lyrics, Crimeapple does not slack at all. You know, his lyrics are always on point. I think sometimes the delivery, like on track 1 and 2, I hated those first 2 tracks. The beat was not great, and then Crimeapple, his flow really wasn't. It didn't really get my attention. I mean, the lyrics were dope, but it didn't really capture me like it usually does. You know, it was just off. I think it has to do with the beat. I'm blaming the beat. But yeah, he's a lyricist, real clever with the rhymes. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a 5 also. I mean, he doesn't disappoint with the lyrics but by the time of the album hit the middle, like I said, track 5, it was on. You know, I was fully invested. The lyrics and the beats were on point, matching together. And I disagree with you, Gene. I think he's very, very arrogant. He's so arrogant, and then but he does it all the time, so it's just kind of seamless, very smooth.
That's
But
a good way to put it.
he
Yeah,
he is
consistent. Yeah,
he's obnoxiously arrogant, but in an unobnoxious way. You know?
that's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way
Yeah.
to put it.
No, but this full reeks of arrogance. I give him a 5 on
Sure.
his lyrics because he got it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gene. Why don't we go ahead and talk about the hooks?
Hooks. Yeah. This guy does well with hooks. They're not overblown or anything like that. He doesn't make party albums, so they're not party hooks. They're more reiterating the points about how goddamn cool and fire he is, basically.
Right.
Yeah, and that self-assured, smooth, non-annoying way. The hooks, yeah, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4
Okay.
again for the hooks.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Crimeapple look, in the past, I think he's had some hooks that were not so great, but I would say overall the majority of his hooks, they're decent. You know, they don't take away from the song. I've only heard like maybe 4 or 5 Crimeapple tracks that had a hook that took away from me. You know, but overall, he's not bad with the hooks. He's not like Cassidy or somebody. He can actually make an entire song. You know. But I think I could feel when he's rushing a song. I think everybody can feel when he does that.
Sure.
But when he
That's
puts
fair.
a real effort into it, it really shows. Really shows. You know, but because I have heard, like you said, he put out a ton of music. Some of those feel rushed. A few of those songs that he's been putting out recently do feel a bit rushed, and I could feel that. But then, you know, there's songs that just hit, passion involved, you know, and it's just right. So for the hooks, you know what? I'll go middle of the road. I'll give it a 3 because I really don't think it takes away, but then I don't think it adds much. You know, it's just kind of support.
Yeah, well put.
All right. Criteria 4, the productions. Go ahead, Gene.
Hold on. This is features. We've already done.
Oh.
Production. Yeah.
No, we did beats, lyrics, and hooks.
Yeah. But beats is production.
Okay, let me go to you know what? I got the wrong list.
Features. You're doing the rock stuff.
Yeah. I forgot to change it back. All right. What do you think about the features, man?
Okay, now features. Yeah, you talk about track 2 a lot. Don't mention it, which has Sadat X. Yeah, it's not great. Not great. No diss against the guy, no shade. Please don't come to Australia. I mean, no beef. Sadat, right. Because you are a legend. You are old school, absolutely. But it's more, you know, he just kind of, and yeah, and da-da-da, and yeah, and da-da-da. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. Who did better? Because there's only 2 features on this whole thing. And the second feature is on the track Melena Dorada, if I'm saying this correctly.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you like, and that has RLX.
Yeah, and RLX. He comes in real fucking grimy, huh?
He brings it. Yeah, absolutely. Really good feature.
Yeah.
So, we've got one not for me and one kills it. So I'm going to have to go somewhere in the middle, but I'll bring it up a bit because of RLX. I'm going to give it 3.5.
Okay, wonderful. As for me, I mean, I looked at the second track. It had a feature. I didn't even recognize there was a feature. You know, I don't know. Yeah, but RLX guy, I'm gonna look more into him because he really brought it, man. It was real grimy, real lyric. Oh man, it was just perfect, and the beat, everything.
Mhm.
Track 5 is my favorite, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. I'll give it a 4, dude, because that RLX guy really brought it up. Really,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
he really
I like
brought
it.
my mood back to hip hop when I was listening to this. Because at first, when I put on, what is this, like spoken word kind of, and which is nothing wrong with that, but I wasn't in the mind frame of that. I was thinking, oh, this is Crimeapple, this is grimy, this is hip hop, it's gonna go hard.
Yeah.
When it starts off, I'm like, hello, yeah, but then the track
Yeah.
5 really brought me back, you know. So
That's true. Crimeapple does have a weird blend between rapping and spoken word.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's an acquired taste at the same time. So it was good to actually have someone just rapping, grimy
Right.
rap.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I think it compelled Crimeapple to rap, you know. I think.
Sure.
And
Yeah, he brought
Crimeapple
up the
killed it
tempo of
too.
it.
Oh my god, he killed it on that one too.
Cool. I like it.
That's a dope
Yep.
track. Yeah. All right. Why don't you go ahead and tally it all up for us if you can?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So we have for Gene beats 4, lyrics 5, hooks 4, features 3.5. It is 9, 13, 16.5.
Oh, okay. Overall,
And for yourself,
yeah.
sorry?
For myself, I got what 11 and
You got beats 3, lyrics 5, hooks 3, features 4. You are looking at 5, 8, 11, 15.
15. All right. Yeah, you know,
16.5 versus 15.
Yeah, okay. 16.5 is what you gave it. Do you think that accurately reflects what you would give this album overall? And give us your final thoughts and your favorite track.
Yeah, it does pretty much. I mean, at the most, I would bump it up to 17. I think it's a good start to the year there at Crimeapple. Definitely keep building on this. Make the albums a bit longer as well. Get in some more features. This is pure selfishness. Look around at other producers. Maybe like a Derringer. I'd love to hear you over some Derringer beats. Yeah, that would melt my face, I think. Yeah, definitely. I had 3 favorite tracks. I liked Haunting Methods because that's when the production track 4. That was with the piano and that big drum. Yeah, that really brought the album up. And which one is it? I think it's that one. This one. Camina Solitario, where it just gets into this real kind of spooky vibe. Yeah, really nice bass line on it. I like that sort of stuff. Again, Derringer. Yeah. And I also really liked Paw Prints in the Sand, but I'm going to give it to track 7, Camino Solitario. Sorry about my pronunciation.
Yeah. All right, 15. That's a pretty good representation for me. You know, Crimeapple disappoints, but then he doesn't disappoint more than he disappoints. You know what I mean? So overall, if you mention Crimeapple, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. You know, he hasn't gone below the point where I'm like, I might check it out. No, I'll still check out everything that he drops. You know what I'm saying? If you mention it to me, he's just one of those artists for me. But yeah, track 5 is how to say Melena Dorada. You know, that's RLX featured, right? That's my favorite one. But then also Fumemos, that one's dope too. Fumemos, you know, it's let me see it. Maybe you could hear it here.
I'm back in the city, a cigarillo full of sicko. What?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one's hard, dude. That was hard too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, those are my 2 favorite, but I do think 15 does represent a good number for me. It's not like a legendary album yet. It doesn't get a 20, but then it's also not garbage. It's something that I'm definitely gonna go back to. I'm putting like on a few of these so I can go back to these. But yeah, man, that's it, man. That concludes the album review. Gee, that was good to get back on the album review thing.
Absolutely. Do we want to do one next week while we have Goose and Rachel? I don't know if Rachel's still here. Did we want to choose one for next week?
Yeah, we could definitely do one. Who wants to pick one? Gusling, are you still here? I
Is
don't
it
know.
just us? Okay.
Yeah, it's probably just us.
Yeah, I'm still here, Paco.
Oh.
I'm muting myself because I'm making a lot of noise.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Do you want to recommend something? You want to do an album review or no? If not, that's fine. I'll pick one.
Okay.
What album are you guys gonna do?
We're asking you what album we should do.
Yeah, I got one. Might sound a little feminine, but I got one.
Oh, wow.
What's her name? It's still an album review. What's her name? She sings Telepatia.
Oh,
what's her name?
Caliuchis. Yeah,
Caliuchis.
Oh, she's beautiful, and she got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, you know, I feel like this song called Moonlight. That's the dope song.
Wow, yeah, that's one of her new ones. Yeah, that's the album Moonlight, right? Oh, is that the album or the song? That's the album.
It's a song. No, it's a song. It's a song.
Oh, I just want to get high with my lover. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I know that, dude. Yeah. I heard a bunch of her albums.
You know, but her song, she got a really melodic, like.
Yeah.
It's real joyful, like real sweet voice. You know what I'm saying? Like
her new album, right? That one that got Moonlight.
It is called Red Moon and Venus.
Oh, she's gorgeous, isn't she? Anyways, Gene, I've listened to this album already. Like, I've listened to a bunch of her albums. She's beautiful voice. It's real calming. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay. So it's called Red Moon and Venus, and it came out last year.
Right. Yeah. I think towards the end of last year. I could be wrong.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Cool. Done.
I think she's one of the females, the vocalist female that she's very talented, but she's underrated though.
Right. And you know what? Speaking of Colombians, this woman is also Colombian. You know, we had Crimeapple. Yeah. You know what? Here at Paco's Power Hour is Colombian Appreciation Month. We're gonna go ahead and do Caliuchis after we just did Crimeapple.
Yeah. Go watch Griselda. Go watch Griselda Blanco on Netflix if you want more Colombian goodness as well. Yeah.
Right. Right. Wow, this was a big success, man. I'm back. I'm glad to be doing album reviews again. You know, thank you guys for being on the show. I think it's over though, man. I gotta go.
It's an hour. Right. Yeah, a tight hour.
Right, later.
All right. Yes.
I'll see you.
Peace, everybody.
Later, Paco.
Later, man.
Popcorn. See you.